Okay, had a few complications getting going there. I scheduled the stream and then it wouldn't let me change the orientation of the camera after I'd scheduled the stream. So apologies for the schedule start and stop. So I sent the link out. Hopefully everyone gets that on WhatsApp. Ready for puck drop here in St. Pölten on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. I have a list of players here that I'm going to do my best to call here and there. I just realized that even though I've got the players' names and numbers, the numbers are not the same as they're going to be when they get the final jerseys here anytime, any day here. But yeah, these numbers aren't in order, so we'll see how I go. Might have it a little more sorted by the end of the game, but to start off, it's going to be a little rough. I think pretty much this stream, we got 6 viewers already. I have a feeling that it's pretty much all our families back in Canada watching here. So. Face-off won by Slovan. Goes back into their zone. Yeah, these player numbers are not going to happen very, very easily. So I'll see what I can do as I go. Number 11. Who's number 11 today? That's McGoffin. Keeping his zone. Vidic lines up with a drive, turned aside by the goalie. That rims around back into the Sabres own zone. Little chip up the boards in the neutral zone. Comes out to the Slovan D, but Sabres pick it up. Send it deep in and go for a wholesale line change. Slovan behind the net. Quick pass up, misses its mark a little bit, down into the Sabres zone, and that's going to go in for an icing. We'll head down to the left of the goaltender from Slovan. Or to the right of the goaltender, maybe. So we've got number 10. Who's number 10? Supan. That comes back to Hubbard. Into the corner. Little scrum. Slovan comes out with it. Hubbard pinches, keep it in. Sabres can't quite maintain possession. It comes out in neutral zone. Back across. There's number 15, Davison. That's not Davison. That's Chittick. Shot from the point. It's going just a touch wide. Goalie gloves that, stop the play. Sabres got a pretty full bench here relative to what they had in Bratislava. So that brings out 75 is Gowie, I think, yeah. Sabres win that draw. So that's Pugh and 14. Who's 14 today? Flick. Flanking the D for the Sabres. Pass up through the boards. Flick retrieves. Pass over to Pugh. Quick pass to the middle to Gowie. Just coming in with help. Oh, nice pass to Slot. Little backhand. Goalie just gets a toe on that one. Pugh keeps it in. Off a Slovan skate there, off Bratislavan skate. Back to Flick, back to Pugh. Quick up. Who's 91? Can't see it quick. 81, Schwarzler. And Supan looking for someone out front. She dangles behind the net here. Still got a hold of it. Just tried to get back to Vidic for a shot from the point, but gets intercepted. Comes back out in the neutral zone. 44, that's Tasiak. That back in. I didn't even see who the starting goalie is here. 35, that's Summer Lucan. Starting in net for the Sabres. Oh, 3-on-1 opportunity here. Over. Oh, big shot on the short side for goal. Start off the scoring at 17:02 in the first. Shawl, do I have one right number? Yeah, name and number match. Actually, this whole line matches, so. Face-off win, straight back to Haber. She chips it in deep. Bratislava goes back to retrieve. That's up to Chidik. She keeps it in down on the boards. Who did I say number 9 was? Shaw. Chidik throws it back in deep. Bratislava recovers. Chance here for Shaw. She's looking for a centering pass. Bratislava's D picks it up. They're going to fire it in deep. Icing waved off on that play. He's back. Chidik's carrying up the ice. Over to Habo. She's looking wide for Tekken. Tekken gloves that one like a shortstop. Little dangle moves in front. Quick pass back, but can't quite get a meet on that shot. I think 81 was Schwarzer. Back to the point. He's going to throw that down for a low rim. Slava tries to bring it up. It's a D pinch there. We're going to try the other side. We got a free breakout up the middle lane. Back in. They try for a chip. Doesn't go very far. Few reverses it all the way around to Schwarzer. Dowie's just going to get a stick on it, go for a change. Let's get 5 new players out on the ice here. Good sticks by the Sabres. Break up that long cross-ice pass. Who's 44? It's Tasiuk. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Kind of looks like Tkachuk, but that's a little bit too close to Tkachuk. Number 11 out to the point. Shot from the point. That gets blocked in front. Bratislava back in their own zone. They're going to double reverse that around. Good pressure by the Sabre forward to keep that in. 44, that's Tasiuk. Man, I'll get these by the end of the game. 17, nice little chip pass, trying to float that one out right in front. Just a little bit high. That's Habo. No, that's not Habo. That is Leitner, probably, number 20. Pinches in. Slovan just keeps, they haven't done much other than just throw the puck in here, so as soon as they get to the red line, they're just happy to get out of their zone from the looks of it right now. That's not going to be an icing there. The Slovan player tipped it. Back to the point. That is Habro, number 5. Comes back out to Chidik. Chidik's going to retreat back to her own blue line. Quick one up. It's just a tiny bit offsides there. That brings out Shaw, Supan, and Artner on the forwards. Chidik and Habrel on the D. Good stick to deflect that pass. Chidik keeps it in, throws it down low. Supan looking for a quick cycle to Artner there. Gardner tries to walk out, but Slovan gets a stick in the way. Alvaro pinches it in, but gets poked. Shaw's going to throw it in deep. Get a quick change. Change a couple players out anyway. Slovan looking for the long pass and can't quite hold on to it. Still stuck in the neutral zone. Sabres going to tie that up and come up with it. This little slip to Esperahova. She's looking for the centering pass. That might be the first shot on net there from the Slovan team. Lugan handles it easily and just holds on. .12:18 left in the first, 1-0 Sabres. Strong face-off win. He retrieves it, sends it around the wing. Quick chip into the neutral zone, Slovan back. Oh, good stick. That's Schwarzer, the stick to intercept that D-to-D pass, keep it in. We got a bit of a scrum going on at the blue line here. That pops back out, comes back out, Q in the neutral zone. Quick pass to Esperahova. Oh, a nice pass in the middle. Let's say 11. McGoffin. Back in, looking for someone in front. Sends it back out to the D. Put it down low. Turn and spin by Tachiuk there. Nice little give and go there with McGoffin. She turns back at the boards. Scissors down. Looking for a stick for a deflection. He's going to keep that in. She's still got it. Gets tied up. She got a 4-on-1 there. She couldn't quite make it through. Good poke check through the neutral zone. Is that number 17? I don't see number 17. Lugan's going to play a reverse back to her D. Quick up. Okay, how come I don't see a number 17 on my list here? Obermeyer. Okay. Hano. Quick back to the D. Nice crisp pass to the point. She's still looking for space. Comes in a little bit behind. Player gets upended. Looking for the sauce at the center, but that's it starts flipping a little bit. Get it back to the point. Slovan is going to retreat into their own zone. Looks like they're coming through the middle here with a bit of speed. Still with the puck. Dangerous hops there with the puck. Lugan's going to hold on to that. Says, I've had enough. .9:59 left in the first, 1-0 Sabres. Face-off win by Slovan. Slovan's way, you should say, than Bratislava here. Less syllables going on. That's turned right back. Schwarzer with a shot dead on. Slovan looking for that cross ice, but it's a little slow. It's Chittick that stepped up to intercept that. Schwarzer carries it in, coming down the left side. He's going to throw it towards the net, but skates in the way. Oh, puck comes back right in front of the net. No Sabres players there. The goalie's going to hold on to that. Force a stoppage in play with 9:18 left in the first period here. That'll bring out, who do we have? Tachiuk, McGoffin, and Obermeyer. Q in the back. Can't see who the other players. Might be on the Leitner. So a nice clean breakout there. Nice clean fast breakout by the Sabres. They're coming in. Someone in front. Stick gets tied up right at the end. There. Good defensive play by Slovan to make sure that player didn't get a quick shot on net there. Coming in all alone. D switched up here with Vidic, and Vidic was with Vidic. Slovan doing an awful lot of defending here. Sabres doing a good job of controlling the puck in the offensive end and getting some opportunities. Puck finally pops out. Back deep in the Slovan end. Vidic back. She had to dig that one off the board, so just threw it towards the net. Sabres recover. Another nice little scissor. We're going to double scissor it up here. Maybe triple. No, we're just going for the double. Shot hits Slovan player in front. Sabres retreat to the neutral zone. Back up through the middle. Oh, nice pass to the slot. Good shot by Shaw there. Turned aside by the goalie. Alberl on the rush. She picks it up and heads up ice. She gets stopped up in the corner, tries to send it out. Puck hits a few skates on the way. That's Chittick that's going to recover. Back to Asparuhova into the corner. And a nice one. Alberl's going to line that one up, but it goes very high and hits a player on its way. Sabres back to their own zone. Official's going to get in the way, and that is going to be no icing for some reason or other, but player right on it. Looking for help as everyone else was on the line change. She's got a seam there if she walks. Gets tied up, and Slovan's got numbers to get out of their own zone here. It's that Flick. Flick's got her name on her jersey, so that's good. That's going to be no ice because it's shot straight on, so goalie's just going to cover that up. 6:40 left to go in the first. Still a score of 1-0 for the Sabres. Dowie taking the face off. That just slips out to the Slovan defender. Sabres managed to keep it in, but then it pops back out. Gonna have to retreat to the neutral zone. Comes back to Pugh. Pugh straight up the middle. That was to McGoffin, but then got tied up. Little net wheel coming up to the neutral zone with speed. Still looking for help. Backhand. Nice pass. That was Tasiak on the finish there. Nice little backhand slip on the short side of the net to a wide open player coming through. Puts Sabres up 2-0 with 5:56 left in the first period. Clean face-off win, back to Vidic. Vidic looking for a little tap up to Tasiak, a little bit too far for her. Comes in around the boards. Sabres have to retreat. Says Obermeyer over. Gets tied up coming into the zone. A clean shot from the point. I think that's Leitner. Shaw off the half wall. Can't quite control it. Slovan defender. They get a pretty clean breakout, but can't control the pass. Comes straight back to Sabres. Sabres back up the ice quickly. That's Artner. In on the short side, shelves that one. Right over the goalie's blocker side. Sabres up 3-0 with 5:04 left in the first period. Just check in on Lugan down there. I don't think she's not getting much action, so hopefully staying warm somehow. Another clean face-off win. Habro up to Artner. Box back. Slovan skating it up. Chip out to get out of the zone. They can't quite get it out again. Just stuck on the blue line there. Goes Chittick back to Habro. Quick pass up the boards to Supan, I think. Again, the Sabres D just keep driving it low. Slovan having difficulties getting it out of their own zone. Again, breakout pass interrupted. That's going to go all the way back in the Sabres zone. Lugan wants to keep warm there, so she plays the puck. That comes back. Sabres got some numbers coming strong. Shot wide. Chip pass goes off cue and out the neutral zone. Sabres managed to keep that going. Keep a hold of it. Tekken to retrieve. I think Tekken must be, she must be playing forward today. Dowie looking for the weak side. She's got time there, back to the point. Puck starts rolling a little bit. That comes straight back. Again, Sabres dominant on possession here right now. That's Obermeyer. Obermeyer by herself playing against 5 people. She's still got the puck. Back of the point, shot through Vidic, but ends up one of the defenders decides to play goalie for her. Pass straight out in front. Sabres trying to jam away. Centering pass goes out to the point. Vidic with nice wide pass. Oh, and that is a gimme. That was a pass from McGoffin over to, who was it on the, who was it that got the goal? They had all the time in the world with an empty net there. It's 2:42 left. That's the 4th goal for the Sabres here in the first period. That'll bring out Supan, Artner, and Shaw. Habro and Chittick on the D. Puck comes out, neutral zone, back to Chittick. She goes right through the center. Nice pass. Pinches that off. Slovan trying to take away all options in the center. 5 players back at the back in the house. Over to Chittick. Doesn't quite have the time to get a shot away. She's going to throw it low. Rolls back up the boards. As Shaw gets position off the puck, but she keeps going. She's still got a stick on it. Big slap shot from Habro stepping in from the point there on a little backhand out. Ooh, that was a coming in from the point with speed. Chittick, nice pass up to Gowie. Gowie's in now playing 1-on-5. She's going to go for a bit of a Sunday skate, wait for some players, catch up. Scissor down low. Ooh, another wide open attempt at a shot. On the desperation pass there, can't quite hold on to it. Oh, Quick giveaway chance here. Lugan makes a save on the breakaway attempt there on that intercepted pass. I think Sabres are going to get a penalty out of this, a hooking penalty. Hooking penalty to Leitner from the looks of things. Oh, no, that's not Leitner. He's 14. Flick. I wasn't sure they might have. I don't think she was in the free enough to call that a penalty shot, but. So 1:17 left to go in the period. Sabres be on the penalty kill. Clean face-off wing back. That's Leitner. She's just going to rim it around. They were trying to get some control, reverse it back to Leitner. Trying to get it down deep, but they just can't get it on the forehand for a clean shot and finally get the puck down the rink. Good forecheck there by Schwarza. Ties things up. All 5 Slovan players have to come back. 44 seconds left. They break it in. Shot attempt goes wide. And that's going to be a tripping penalty there. McGoffin got tripped up trying to send it down the ice. She still got it, and Slovan finally touches the puck with 26 seconds left in the first period. Sabres have 1:09 left in their penalty, so they will have 26 seconds of 4-on-4 here. And then we'll have, if I can do the math quick in my head, 33, 127? No, 33, 26. No, I can't do the math. 40 seconds. They'll have 1 minute and 20 seconds on their power play when they come back for the second period. Chittick gets the puck knocked off her stick. She's got to retreat back in the neutral zone. She's going to go across to Haberl. Haberl's going to take her time with it. She drop pass over to Chittick. Nice tip attempt in front there. Goes over the net. That was by Tekken. And that's going to wrap up the period here. So score in the end of the first, 4-0 in favor of the Sabres. As they'll go for a little break while we get an ice make here. I'm not sure what's going on with Zamboni here. All right, second period about to kick off here. 4-on-4 for 43 seconds, and then about a 50-second power play for the Sabres here. Sorry, my limited production budget doesn't made for an awful boring in between period show. Watching ice freeze. Looks like we're starting off Schwarzer, Subban, Haberl, and Leitner for the Sabres. Face-off win by Slovan. They throw it straight up the boards. A little miscommunication there just by the Sabres. Get turned around the wrong way, but recover it back. That goes in offside. Players have to touch up. This breakout pass from Lugan. In the reverse. It's up to Subban. Ooh, and that's going to be offside. Schwarzer decided she didn't want to pull a groin to stay onside there. So. Get a quick change out. Dowey and McGoffin. I don't know how many D. Oh, nice pass up. Splits the D, and let's see what happens. And nice. She timed that well because there's 6 seconds left, so that's an even strength goal. Even strength goal, so they'll still have the power play. 6 seconds left. That makes it 5-0 for the Sabres here. It's 19:23 into the second. Face-off win by the Sabres. Yiddish has to bring that back. Now they're up to power play numbers here. See if they can get some time to set up. Little cycle down to Tasiuk. He gets tied up. It ends up with the puck up to the point. Quick shot, nice and low, dead on. Up to Chittick. Ooh, and the net is off. And that's very off. I find these nets are not like what I'm used to. With kind of the big spike you put on top. They have to be drilled in every time. And they seem to come off quite often. They're not drilled in properly. So face off comes up to the point. Chittick. I can't see who her B partner is. Now you thought that's Chittick. Oh, up to Chittick. She's got a shot. Hits a skate right to the back door. Dowie tries to throw it in, but can't quite get the goalie nap in there. Dowie looking for the center coming through. Chittick gets puck taken away from her. Breakaway. Oh, nice backstack to get a stick on that before the player had a chance to shoot. Sabres come right back, throwing up the ice. A little toe drag attempt gone wrong. Nice stretch pass. I wonder if we'll see Slovan trying to stretch things out to get some offense on the board here this period. Lapper from the point goes wide. Penalty expired at some point, so 17:40 left to go on the second. Beckham just tried to fire it in. Puts players and skates and gets tied up, but eventually makes its way to the Slovan goaltender, who covers that up for a whistle. Face off the left of the goaltender. I obviously saw something that I didn't and decided to reset the face-off. And a clean face-off win by the Sabres. Quick D to D. Puck in, rebound. And Sabres come back up with it. Second player behind the net. D walks in. Glove save by the keeper. He's going to hang on to that. I think the Sabres are playing with 7D and 9 forwards today, I have a feeling. I'm not seeing the D pairs are switching around. Face off in, back, Haberl, over, back to Haberl. Takes a low shot, goes through everyone, back off the boards. Back up to the point, D to D. Oh, man. Like I said, they probably should go and re-drill these holes because this goaltender, I saw it happen at a couple practices where they would just continue to push off of that post and it would knock the net off every single time. Face-off win by Slovan. They get it back. There, cuts the net, gets it up in the neutral zone. They're going to fire it into the corner. Sabres right there to retrieve. There's Ardner, still banging away at it. Haberl takes it behind her own net. They got all 5 of the players back with them. That goes through Ardner's feet. Slovan defender with a quick turn up ice. Gets checked. And it's going to send it all the way down, so that'll come back for an icing. And they play with the IIHF rules, so there's no changes allowed by the goaltending team on the icing calls. Quick face-off win. Back to Flick. There's a through from the half wall. That shot turned aside by the goaltender. Slovan's trying to get out, but pesky sticks of the Sabres are in the way. Back down low. Player's going to turn it back. Flick takes a shot from a wide side angle. I think gets turned aside by a defender. Puck comes out the point. Lots of shin pads in the way of that one. That was Obermeyer on that short side attempt. And it looks like, I think that might be Gowie going to the box for interference there. Yeah. He got tangled up with a player. Oh no, it's Obermeyer. The Sabres will be shorthanded for a couple minutes. 15-14 left in the second period. Official telling our goaltender how to be a goaltender, I think, there. Slovan comes up the puck, sends it up high. Swing and a miss on that pass. They're going to throw it behind the net. The official's going to get the skate in the way there. They're going to throw it back behind. Puck missed. A little board battle, race for it. It's going to come out in favor of the Sabres. Leitner in. She can't quite get a handle on it. Still battling behind the net. Bratislava throws it around the boards. They come out. Numbers not in their favor. Good stand up on that one-on-one there by the whichever player that was. Sabres managed to throw the puck down the ice. Bratislava back to the half wall. Pass broken up to the middle, goes straight back into their zone. They try to throw it wide. Pass quite a little bit off the mark. Sabres are just going to turn and throw that straight back. 43 seconds left in the penalty. Good forecheck by, I think that's Schwartzer there. Can't see the numbers. Yeah. Bratislava can't quite seem to get it into the zone to set up there, and they're offsides on the play. That'll bring out Shaw, Partner, with Hugh and Flick on D. Face-off win back to Flick. He goes straight up to Hardner and tips it around the defender. He's going to turn it back, try to kill some of that penalty time off. Down to Shaw. Shaw's going to spin around down low and walk out. Tries for the back door, sees Hardner there. They're going to play keep away for a little bit. That brings the Sabres to full strength. Dominant kill there. He holds that puck in on the pinch. Pass back to the D, just off the mark. Lugan comes out, play it quick, up Hugh to Shaw, and they've got a 3-on-1 coming in. Can't quite take advantage of that. Few off shin pad. Bliss gets up under there. Bratislava looking for the quick break, but can't quite make the pass connect. Still strumming around the boards. Bratislava just chips it out. That's going to die before icing. No ice on that play. D tucks it back and then straight back. Really, that's the late one, I think. Looking for a nice stretch pass to Taffy. She goes backhand with a player coming in, but they needed to be a lefty on that one. They said Bratislava floating that player high, trying to get some odd player rushes or breakaway attempts here in the second to try to muster up some offense. Comes out wide to Sabres. She's got players screaming in. Nice pass. Oh, beautiful play. Great heads up finish there to put the pass back into the middle rather than take that shot. Goalie was able to get over there, but not able to make that recover for that second pass. 11:31 left in the second. Ellie Schwarzer and Teakin forward line out. Haberl and I should tell who the other player is. So Mikey Chittick. That's offsides. Sabres use that opportunity to bring it up. They can backhand it deep into the zone. And on the forecheck rush, gets a turnover. Looking straight out front. Looking for Schwarzer. Slovan just trying to get something going here. Her breakout play gets tipped all the way back. Hubbell to recover. That's a quick and easy out. Dowie tries for a little bit of a move. Straight into Pugh. Pugh drips a shot at the D, but can't quite get it past it. I think, were they saying too many players on the ice? I didn't quite see the infraction. I suppose I could go to instant replay if I really, really wanted to, but 10:21 left. Sabres up 6-0 here in the second. There are too many men, too many players, bench minor. Slovan looking for something. Can't quite start it off well, though. In the zone, a little bit of contact, knocks that Slovan player off the puck, turns it straight over to Sabres. Sabres chip in. There you get some fresh skates, fresh legs out there. Gardner digging in the corner. Still tying it up. He's going to bring it back. Puck bounces off the boards, but they end up remaining control of it. That's Vidic with the puck, and she's going to throw it on a little chip backhand all the way down the ice. Sabres get another set of fresh legs out there. This is basically that keep away version of the penalty kill. He's just going to let the other team touch it. Oh, nice sliding save by Chittick there to get down and get the pads in front of that. And good recovery and back down the ice. Nice play. Slovan with a quick up, but again, they can't quite keep a hold of the passes, so straight back down on their own end. 17 seconds left in the penalty. They haven't been able to get it in the zone, much less get a shot on this power play here. Another strong forecheck there by the Sabres. Upended behind the net. Flick with the shot that hits a skate. Second on the forecheck again. Another good physical forecheck by Dickin. Slovan brings it in. Again, quick play to turn it over and back up the ice for the Sabres. I think it's they're going to call an interference penalty or a hold on Hiddish, on the captain here. Cross-checking. And a goalie change for Slovan here. It looks like the Sabres are sticking, or maybe they changed. Nope, they did not change. So Lugan's still in net, so they might not be sharing netminder duties today. They might just be going with Lugan for the whole game. Slovan managed to keep that in. They're just going to fire that in the corner. Attempt at a centering pass off a skate. Sabres cover the puck and then straight back down. Nice forecheck and hard skate to pressure Slovan down on their own end. There's number 17, Obermeyer. Ooh, you see that one coming. Big collision. It's Jowie. Obermeyer with a quick shot on net, glove by the goalie. That was a dangerous collision at the blue line there across the middle. Face-off in, straight forward. That's by McDoffin. That's the flick. She throws it down the boards, but that comes out to Slovan. Few defending. Turned aside. It's a quick rim around to reverse it. It's going to come up with Slovan D. I think that's flicking behind, tying that up. Finally comes out. That was a big tip attempt there. Turned aside. Shot misses the net. Slovan finally getting a little bit of offense on this power play here. 22 seconds left. Home player blocks it, but comes straight back out. Slot. Shot dead into the numbers or the logo of Lugan there. So 5:44 left in the second. 18 seconds left on the penalty. Sabres to change up. Esek, Shaw, Obermeyer, and Leitner out there on the PK. Face-off went straight back to Leitner. They were going for a little bit of a stretch. Esek is the first player back. He throws it out. Leitner tries to thread the needle through a couple players. Slovan managed to block it. Shaw still with the puck. Finds, sorry, who did I say 17? That's Obermeyer coming in. Leitner over to Vidic, straight out of the penalty box. And ensuing scrum. Someone's covered it up there. 5:01 left in the second period. We're going to get Dowie, Takin, and Schwarzer out for the forwards. Chiddick and Habro for the D. Clean face-off win, back to Chiddick. He's looking for someone for a tip in front. That goes wide. Habro lines up. That goes off the defender's stick. Slovan tries to throw it out. Habro keeps it in with one hand. Pass up the boards. Sabres have lots of support back. Quick breakout and through the neutral zone. Sabres back in. Marks are looking for that wide side. Back around to Pugh at the D. She's going to walk in. That gets deflected off a stick. Oh, nice little pass out front. That was McGoffin with that goal. If I'm not mistaken, that would be her first. I don't know if she scored earlier, but first goal with the Sabres, though. So headman pass up to McGoffin again. She can't quite get the legs to get around that player. Tied up in the corner. Looking for that player out front again. Sabres big good luck scoring on that just quick one time. Up to the point. Back to McGoffin on the half wall. She dances around that player. Tries to throw it in the corner for her own team. That gets tied up. That looks like Artner. He's going to step out. Throws a backhand. Doesn't quite get everything on it. Artner goes back up to the point. At the half wall. Artner's going to look for the centered pass, but no one there. Goes to a Slovan player, but Slovan or Bratislava just cannot keep control of the puck with the neutral zone here. Breakaway attempt here. Ooh. That goes off a post behind the goalie. That was Shaw in on the breakaway. Can't quite finish it off. Goalie didn't know where it was. 2:38 left in the second game. That's Obermeyer with the puck. She gets a little pickpocketed, wants to return the favor. Back to Vidic at the point. Throws something too high, but it gets blocked, caught up in some players, and goaltender finally covers it for a whistle. 2:17 left in the second period. Sabres up by a score, 7-0. So it's Asperahova, Dowie, and Schwarzer out as a forward line. With Habro and Chiddick. Up to Habro, over to Chiddick. Gonna throw it in front of the net, gets tied up by players. Dowie with a little through the legs that has that player looking, and as she's going for the puck, trips her up. Sabres go to the power play. Chittick and Vidic on D with, let me see who's out there. Looking for a big clapper from the captain. I haven't seen that. Saw a lot of them the other day, but I haven't seen that yet. Back behind the net. It's going to go up to the bumper. Bumper back up to Chittick. Pass over to Vidic. He's just got to reach, keep it in. Pokes it away. Quick pass over. Oh! And that's that one, high glove side. Goaltender didn't move on that one. So, I'm not sure if I'm mistaken or not, but it looks like the 3 new Canadians joining the squad here definitely all have points and might all have goals in this game. Nice little welcome for the first game playing with the Sabres here in St. Pölten. Up back to Pew quick backhand. Number 10, who's number 10 again? Supan spins out in the neutral zone. Sabres come up with the puck. That's Asperahova. Drop pass to Shaw. Back to Asperahova. Looking for someone in the middle. Few steps in. Throws a low one. Good rebound behind the net. With a perfect spot for a backdoor attempt. Flick throws one through. It's tipped. Good tip, and just wide of the net. Few grabs the puck, walks in. You're going to take a quick shot. Gloved by the goalie. Holds onto it for a stoppage in play. 45 seconds left. Sabres up 8-0. It's a rare face-off loss by the Sabres there. It comes right back to Bratislava. Again, they can't quite hold on to the puck. Same thing. The first pass seems all right. Second pass is just getting intercepted and can't be picked up. So not having much luck getting it through the neutral zone that way. That's a quick puck over the board. So bring it out to neutral zone. Face-off win. Over to the winger, who's going to throw it in. That's Schwarzer. Still digging it out. Gowie picks that puck up. He's battling behind the net against a couple players. Looks for some help from Schwarzer. Comes in, Obermeyer. Grabs the puck, but I don't know. Just called a charging penalty on Obermeyer. I'm not sure I'd call that charging, but call it body contact or something. But charging is a bit of a ridiculous call. Unless that's from behind what the call is. So 7 seconds left. And Sabres will go to penalty kill. Start the third period here. Face-off win by the Sabres. Leitner throws it around the boards. Couple seconds left. Could have just eaten that time, eaten it in the boards to kill that time off. But we'll go to the second period intermission here. Score 8 for the Sabres. Slovan, Bratislava, 0. We'll take a short break here. I think the ice make might be a little bit quicker this time.
Jo. Så warm drinnen. Warm ist eh drinnen.
All right, back for the third period here. Sabres coming off a penalty. There's a charging one. Oh, that stick in the feet there, which is usually a tripping call, but just not this side. Nice little pickup in the feet and backhand. That was Schwarzer. Schwarzer to Supan. They got 5 players on the ice. I think they forgot they've got a penalty. And they get away with one there because they had 5 players on the ice. They had 5 players on the ice and ended up coming away with a goal to even up the penalties there. So there's Chittick back to someone, back to Habro, back to Chittick, back in. Now he picks up the puck. He still holds on to it. Hands off to Artner. Artner with a shot blocked by a defender. Habro over to Chittick. Back to Habro. Straight in. Sorry, that's not Artner, that's Tasiuk. Tasiuk battling there. Galley with what looked like an innocent backhand, but the goalie kind of played it weird after catching. Fantastic shot, dead on. A couple of pad saves by the goalie. Slovan finally gets it out, or maybe they don't get it out. Stopped at the point. Haverl still making moves. She backhands it off to Artner. Back to Haverl. Big shot. She's going to go across and go for a change. That's to who's 14 again? That's Flick. Flick over to Q. Q with the shot, dead on. Goalie gloves that and holds it. Artner and Suppan out there. Q and Flick on the D. Face-off win back to Q. D to D's blocked, so she throws it down. Wide open Flick. She steps it in. Shot right off. Can't see what's going on from my vantage point. I'm going to call Suppan for a penalty. And it looks like they're running the clock this period. I don't know if this is they just forgot to stop it or what the situation is here. But, yep, that is the situation. So they're adding a few more seconds to the clock. Face-off win by the Sabres. They've been pretty dominant on the face-offs. I think that's Ian tries to throw it deep. Vitic with the puck. That just rolls off her stick. He goes D to D. A little confusion as to what's going on, but there's no penalty up there for the Sabres currently, even though they got a player in the box. They're playing 4-on-5 and still managing to maintain control of the puck. Just playing McGoffin behind the net there to keep possession of it. Vitic with the puck. Backhand sauce. Leitner. That's up to Shaw. Straight across for Chiddick. Albo retreats into her own zone. Over to his D partner. That's going to be waved off. I think they called a tip on the player. Chiddick tries to hold it in. She's successful. Actually, that was offside. It ended up being offside. Slovan player comes out with some speed here. Centering attempt. Good play. Good attempt. That's probably the best scoring chance that Bratislava's had all game here. Puck comes, clearing attempt, and comes straight to player out of the box, to Suppan out of the box. Slovan with another breakaway attempt here. Sabres get a stick on him. Player went in the boards hard. She's still down. She makes her way back up slowly into the bench. Puck down in the Slovan zone, and that's going to be called offside. Face-off win by Slovan, but Artner jumps forward and picks that one up. Hunter goes for a little scissor play with her D. Down low. That's the Artner in the bumper position. He's going to go back to the D. Can't see the number on that D at this point, but might be Leitner. Comes out into the neutral zone. Looked like it was going to be a regroup, and then Leitner decides to take it up herself. Runs into a bit of traffic there. That is Shaw with the puck. Out to Schwarzer for a quick one-time and in. I'm thinking the majority of the goals have been scored very, very similar. Just quick pass out front, and D don't have that open player for a quick tap in. .14:02 left in the third. Face-off win by the Sabres again. Chittick's going to drive up the center, tries to pitch it out to Obermeyer. Puck bouncing. Goes to the feet of Chittick, but she one last swipe to keep it in. Slovan turns it back up ice. Oh. Good hit come across the ice from Havro. Both teams trying to fight for possession, just kind of whacking at it here right now. Oh, and that's going to be a tripping penalty. That is Obermeyer. He's going to go off for a couple minutes for tripping. That one was taking the ankles out with her own leg. So 13:18 left in the third. Sabres go to another penalty kill here. Face-off win. Hugh puts it around to Flick. Flick gets upended. The official in the way a little bit. He's trying to dig the puck out. Can't quite get a stick on it. Get it down deep. Hugh's going to turn. He goes for a high backhand, but that gets gloved down and kept in the zone. Up to the Slovan point. Nice block. Sabres get a handle on it. It gets stuck in the skates of Dowie. That goes to Pugh, and she goes all the way down the ice to the open Tatia, who unfortunately fans on the puck on the breakaway attempt. I think she had that in the back of the net before her stick got on there. So, ooh, that giveaway there. Puck off the side of the net, so dodged a bullet on that one. I think we did get a goalie change in the third here. Fishing is now in. Artner with the drop pass to Subban. Goalie holds on to that one. Nice little play between Subban and Artner. Up to Habro at the point. Just takes a low slapper right on. Bad save by the goalie. Another low slapper to keep it in, but that gets tied up in the skates of the Bratislava player. She goes for the breakout pass, and another one missed by the wingers on the Slovan team. Goes down for an icing. 10 seconds remaining on the penalty to Obermeyer. 11:28 left in the third. Sabres up by a score of 9-0. Really clean face-off win. Couldn't have been more perfect. Back to Chittick. Good to Habro. Habro with a bit of a shot pass down low. Thanks to McGoffin. Back to McGoffin on the half wall. Back to Habro. So he's going to take a shot from there. Blocker saved by the goalie. McGoffin down low. These players coming across. Hands on the puck coming out. Slovan finally gets it out. They throw it in, and no icing on that play. I guess they're just over the red line. But they go for a change and basically give Sabres a free breakout. Sabres going to throw that in around the boards. But Asparahova. I practiced that before the game and still can't get it right. Good forecheck by her, forcing the puck in the turnover. Back up the D. That's across to Pugh. Pugh slips one in. Goalie pad save. Back in the corner. Centering pass. Can't quite get enough on the backhand down low, and that just gets turned aside by the goalie. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. Sabres are just going to turn it right back in. Looking weak side pass to Obermeyer. Obermeyer looking for Schwarzer. Leitner picks up the puck. Shot dead on by Schwarzer. That comes all the way out. Vitic is going to retrieve, put it over to Leitner, who's going to step in, make a run for it herself. Pass the middle. It's blocked. Back out. That's Schwarzer to Leitner. But a little bit ahead of her. Slovan with it. Good weak side opportunity. Just a little bit too far in front of her. She touches it enough to make sure it's not an icing. Dowie on the one touch. Over. Back to the middle. Quick poke check to the boards by Slovan. And Suppan tying up behind the net. Dowie digging and battling. Puck pops out to Chittick. We've got to wait to make sure everyone's on side. Perfect shot from the slot by Gowie. Turned aside by the goalie. Had full view of it. Gowie with a good chip and chase there. Get around that player. She comes up with the puck. She's got great retrieval on the forecheck. She ends up coming up with the puck a lot on the forecheck. It's Tasiak with a backhand shot. Sabres still dominating the possession here. It's over to Flick. Flick takes a low shot. Goalie doesn't know where it is. It went over her head and over the net. Slovan tries to settle it down behind the net and just take a break and a breather here. That pass attempt gets tied up. Artner back. Back to Artner. Shot dead on. That's off cue back in the retrieval. He's going to turn it up. Look to the center. A little scrum in front of the net. That comes out. Pass gets to the weak side of the ice. A little steal by Artner there. Comes up with it. Never mind, that's Shaw. Overmeyer gets tangled up in the corner, taking two players and taking other sticks with him. So puck back to Overmeyer in the neutral zone. He turns and throws it in on the backhand. Slovan looking for that up the middle pass, but again, just a bit too much on that second pass, and that goes down for an icing. 6:22 left in the third period. I forgot that they can't change on icing. I'll tie it up. Now he comes up and digs that. And another one. Daciak puts that in the back of the net. Makes up for that breakaway. And another one. Quick pass out front and tap in front. So been a successful formula here for the Sabres all game. Face-off win by the Sabres. I can fantastic. Little centering pass. And back to center, and then goalie, I think, hung on to that one. Back to the point, off the face-off win. Sabres probably posting a 90% face-off win in this ozone here. This game. Dowie driving behind the net. She drops out. Drop pass. Vidic floats one in. Stick gets on it, but not quite enough to redirect it fully. Goalie's going to hang on. Bit of face-off with 5:37 left to go in the game here. Another win back. Good puck movement, keep it in. Vidic throws it in, gets gloved down by a Bratislava player. Going to throw it wide, looking for someone. Albert on the recovery. She comes around the net with speed. Over to Artner on the far side. Hova driving the net. Back to the point. That goes quickly over to Chiddick from Haberl. Shot right on the blocker. Slovan recovers through the neutral zone. Stops short, looking for help. Can't find it. So Artner brings it in. She decides not to take on the 1-on-5. He goes for a change. Just like the rest of her teammates. Back out. Obermeyer with the puck. Lead to B, over. Pugh up to Shaw. Comes back to Pugh. She's going to make a spinning move to keep it in out of her feet. Obermeyer turns and fires. Gets deflected wide. Shot over to Pugh. He's got trapped in front, so he can't get it through. Another one, that Schwarzer with a backhand dead on. Pugh comes out for recovery and quick up to Schwarzer. Schwarzer's going to dump that in. Slovan can't hold on to the puck. Regroup in their own zone, looking for that center pass. Just a little bit ahead of its intended target, and that'll come back for an icing call against the Sabres. 3:37 left to go in the third period. Another face-off win. Vidic looking at a set play, and they call it no icing for some reason, but I think that's because Sabres were getting to the goal line before the other player, I think. They've got to retreat back into their zone. We go D to D up, weak side. Zupan only trying to pressure. Puck comes out, comes all the way back in the zone. Havel's got to go behind her net to recover. Pitches it off to Chiddick, who goes wide for Gowie. Gets almost upended by the official standing there. Good attack by Havel, come up with the puck. He's going to rim it around to her partner. It's up to Asperahova. Asperahova tries to go between the legs, but meets some skates in the way of that. And they're going to get too many players on the ice for Slovan, with 2:34 left in the third period. We've almost we've got 3 Okanagan Hockey Academy players out there on this power play. Second Pugh and Asperahova, along with Artner and Flick. They rim it around the boards. Comes to Pugh. Pugh over to Flick. She goes down the wall. Asperahova. They dig a low cycle. Almost looked like a Michigan attempt there, but you can tell pretty quick if it's going to work or not. So over to Pugh. Pugh throws it in. Little tip centering pass. Held in by Flick. Bratislava finally gets a hold of the puck. That comes all the way back to 15. Puck comes back with 1:07 to go in the penalty. Sabres establish the zone. Takes some time. I can't tell who that is with the puck, though. Over to Vidic. That comes straight off the skate. Let's try the other side. Oh, that's Shaw. Schwarzer tries for a low shot with a deflection. That goes wide. Back up to the point. That's going to come out. Vidic's going to have to retreat and bring it back. Little drop pass over to Shaw as she enters the zone. Good cycle on the boards. Back to Vidic. Vidic goes for a shot. That's going to hurt the fingernails on that one, the way she gloved it. Drop pass. D to D. Lots of space to shoot. As Leitner walks in off the goalie's glove. Penalties expired. 29 seconds left in the game here. Schwarzer, low cycle. Big rip wide, comes all the way out. It just throws it over to Leitner. Leitner back up to Schwarzer. And that's going to be the game there. A couple seconds left on the clock as that ticks down. And that'll be the end of this. I guess it's the first home game. I guess this Slovan Bratislava team is a younger team, so it's not the regular team that they play in their league. They just team out for the exhibition game. Final score 10-0 for the Sabres, so dominating effort there. And Slovan's got to be tired from playing that 57 minutes of the game in their own zone. So thanks everyone for watching and tuning in here. And I will try to stream and commentate for our Canadian and U.S. fans that we've got over there on the English-speaking commentation here when I have a chance. All right. On that, a little salute to the fans, and I'll sign off here from St. Pölten.